Mackie and Jub with Rami, and our friend Sage Rosenfels here from SKOR North. And hat tip to our friend Katie Nolan at ESPN for giving us this inspiration. We're going to try and have some fun here and put as many Minnesota and or football people in a Zoom call as possible this afternoon and just see what happens.
Lester on here?
Yeah, what's up, guys? Anything else?
Lester,
let me get my Jeff Anderson talking points in order. What was the question? NFL
we're gonna have a season.
I hope so. I hope so.
Are we all frozen?
As much as you guys know.
So is Rick going to be drafted from his kitchen, living room, basement?
I don't know.
That's what I know.
The library, maybe the Spielman Library. There's Lindsay, and there's Silver.
What's up, fellas?
Two Lindsays.
What's going on with you today?
And Lindsay.
Hey, Lester Bagley's here.
Lindsay Whalen, more importantly.
Lindsay Whalen, hey.
I don't see Lindsay Whalen. How can I not see Lindsay? That's exciting.
Two Lindsays on the same call?
Two Lindsays.
That's actually golden. I don't know how Lester, Sage, and Mike Silver got in here, but this was just – we were just trying to get all the Lindsays basically on one call.
Do Lindsays have a problem? Like, does the Lindsay with an A have a problem with the Lindsays with an E or vice versa? Like, is there Lindsay, like, envy there?
My name is usually – so I'm AY, but people misspell it all the time. So I've just gotten so used to it, it doesn't bother me anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm EY, but I feel the same way. If someone spells my name with an A, that's fine. But, like, I get a little weirded out by the Lindsays that, like, throw in a Z or an I or, like, really mess it up.
Yep.
Yeah, that's horrific. That's an abomination.
The LYs.
Yeah.
That creeps me out.
Agreed.
We should get Lindsay Gottlieb to. I should text her and get her on here to just try to escalate.
I see Pete Nigerian has joined.
Yep. How are you guys, man?
What's up, Pete?
Great.
All is good.
I like the lid, Pete.
Pete's a Calbear.
I like seeing that golden bear over there, Michael.
I know what's going on. Why are you wearing red, bro? Like, that's incomprehensible.
My dad would actually kill me if he saw me in all this red. I can tell you that right now.
Iowa State's George Niang of the Utah Jazz in the house.
George.
What's up, everyone?
What's going on, George?
Nice.
Oh, just trying to survive this quarantine life and not blow up like a balloon.
Are you on the alternate list for the horse competition that's happening? What's going on?
I don't have enough celebrity status to make something like that or a basketball court in my house. So
yeah, you have to be a certain level of max contract to have the necessary requirements.
Yeah, they basically go over your bank account and they're like, he's X'd off the list. So.
Pete, are you in the middle of a golf round right now, or what's happening?
I was, but I came to the car because I figured it might get a little bit windy, and I didn't think you wanted to hear that wind on the microphone.
Hey, we got Joe Mauer in the house now. What's going on, Joe?
Hey,
Wow.
how we doing, everyone?
What's up, Joe?
How's it going?
Not too bad.
We're just living quarantine life, getting friends in a room here.
I hear ya. Now, bear with me. I'm getting used to this video chat here, so bear with me. But now I can see everybody. Hi, everybody.
Hey.
What's up?
Oh,
I was wondering where Ronnie was.
Joe, are you using your wife's phone?
I am. See, that I'm not very good with technology, so she hooked me up here, and we're able to get on here. Yeah, we're using the family iPad, I guess.
Craft beer, Joe?
Not really. I'll have a few beers here and there, but I'm not too in depth with it. I'm just kind of a very basic Coors Light or Bud Light kind of guy.
The stuff that you would use after like a division clinching celebration, basically.
What's that?
The stuff you would use after a division clinching celebration, basically.
Whatever's available, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you guys caught me at a good time. I got my little one's at nap right now, so it's about an hour or two a day where I can kind of do things like this. So it's good timing.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
What does a day look like for you right now?
Well, my wife and I are co-teaching. We got our girls in kindergarten. The stuff they're going through seems like third or fourth grade, but it's been a lot of fun. She's kind of doing the bulk of it while I'm chasing our 16-month-old around, and then she lets me do recess at the gym. So I'm probably qualified for that one. But it's been going well.
What's the toughest thing that these kids in kindergarten now have to learn? Because I want to say when I was in kindergarten in 1975, I don't think we learned a thing. I think we sat, took some naps, got some cookies, and went home.
That's just you.
Yeah, well. And look how I turned out, Sage.
I feel like that explains a lot.
Thank you.
Joe, have you followed some of these proposals that Major League Baseball has been kicking around to get, like, to put everyone in Arizona or put everyone in their spring training facilities and basically quarantine them from society for 4 months? Or what do you think?
I haven't, the last couple of days, I haven't heard much. I've been in contact with some of the guys, but I think right now they're just throwing out any idea. Any ideas on the table. No idea is a bad idea, and I think everybody just wants to get back to baseball, but as safe as possible. But that's the unique thing about sports is you got rookies that are single and will be able to do something like that, be quarantined and be away from their family, and then you got guys that have kids and their wife, and it's probably not as appealing to be away from your family for that long. So there's a lot of things that need to be ironed out. I hope they can figure out something soon so we can get back to some baseball and the other sports.
Yeah. Who else we got in here, by the way? It looks like Matt. Is that former Viking wide
Matthew
receiver
Hatchett.
Hey, Matthew
Hatchett. Wow.
I don't know if he has his audio on.
Hold on.
No, it's muted.
Let's unmute him. Matthew, we can't hear you.
If anyone's trying to there you go.
Now you got me.
Hey, Matthew.
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
What's up?
No, man.
We're chilling, man. Out here in LA, in the house, can't go outside, so I love it. Stay
Matthew,
safe and stay
Matthew,
inside.
what's your favorite Vikings memory? Give us a couple of Vikings memories.
Oh man. Oh, that was so long ago. I'm old, right? That's a long time ago. That's the 90s, brother. I think the 98 year was just special. I still always go back to that. Comparing nowadays to, the best offense, I think just the other day ESPN had a thing about the best offenses. And I was like, we have to be up there because what we were doing as far as scoring points and yardage, we were doing that we didn't have no huddle. Everybody who does it now has like 70 to 80 to 90 offensive plays. We were doing that with like 50, 55 plays a game. So we were really taking big chunks out the field when we were doing stuff like that. So to compare us to the nowadays where they just pass the ball every down and even receivers, when I'm comparing Randy to, the Odell Beckhams of the world, these receivers nowadays get targeted 15 to 20 times. Like Randy would get targeted 9 times and have 8 catches. So, I'm like, there's a big difference compared to these kids because it's just a different type of game. But yeah, the 98 season was still special.
I got a question from Mauer. I had heard you were a great high school quarterback. Were you had thoughts of playing college football?
Yeah, I had plans to go down to play for Bobby Bowden down in Florida State. I was going to head in. I would have been a true freshman the year after they'd lost the national championship. So it would have been Chris Winke's last year. So, and that year, they had a really good recruiting class coming in, and would have been a lot of fun to try that avenue, but just couldn't pass up the opportunity I had to go play for the Twins.
Joe, did you have a number in mind that you were going to have to get drafted to give up football?
I just told all the teams, I said, if you take me high enough, I'll give you my best shot. Mm-hmm. And, at that time, I was fortunate enough to have different resources available, like Chris Winke. And, I was introduced to Drew Henson and some of the guys that kind of did both of the sports. And actually, both of them were kind of doing it at the same time. And so I asked them a lot of questions. And, for me, I just came to the conclusion that, it's tough enough to do one of the sports at that type of level. And I want to give myself the best shot I could. And definitely the positions that I played, catcher and a quarterback, probably would have been a little bit more challenging than maybe a pitcher or, another position. on the football field.
Joe, how often do you think about, or have you ever thought, all right, if I had stuck to football, what would your career have been like? NFL? What would have happened?
The only time I really think about is when Doug McCavich is around. He was a huge Florida State fan and alum, but he and his wife would give me the hardest time, especially when I first signed. Like, I don't think she talked to me for about 3 years, because I didn't go to Florida State. But I mean, what an opportunity it would have been, to go play for Bobby Bowden and that program that they had down there. But like I said, I'm happy and fortunate enough the way things turned out.
Awesome, man. Ryan Saunders in the house. What's up, Ryan?
How you doing?
Hey, Coach.
You, man?
Hey, Ryan.
It's good. Good to see you. What's up, Lindsay?
What's up, Coach?
You doing all right?
Yeah, man. You?
Hey, Ryan.
Did you talk about Joe's basketball career as well? Because I remember watching him at Creighton when he was a point guard.
Oh boy, that was a long time ago.
You were all state, Joe, weren't you? You were all state.
I was. Yeah. It's funny. I played 1 through 5 because we had 4 other guys that were my height.
Did it all.
And so I had to do the jump ball at the beginning of the game, and then I ended up bringing the ball up the court. So I mean, 1 through 5, I guess. But
hey, you fit in today's NBA.
You're ahead of your time, Joe.
Yeah, if I went on to play, I think I'd have to be either a shooting guard or, I don't know about point guard, but I guess I'd play wherever you'd put me, is what I would say.
There you go.
The more you
good
can
to see everyone.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Coach Saunders, we got George Niang here too, and he is underutilized over there in Utah, and he needs a big contract.
Don't do this right now.
He'd like to put a basketball.
George, I'll just say, George, I'll say this: I hope you're staying safe, man. I hope you're keeping healthy with everything. So I hope you're doing well. I didn't come on here to try to get you in trouble.
Way to go, Sage. Tampering charges.
By the way, where's Dustin Morse go? Dustin Morse.
Yeah, I saw Dustin in the chat.
In the house.
Dustin,
he's right there.
Dustin.
He's right there.
Who let the PR guy in, huh?
There he is.
Someone's got to police this. Just make sure it doesn't get out of hand. So.
It's good to see Joe. I haven't seen Joe in a while. How are you, buddy?
I'm good, man. Good to hear your voice.
Yeah.
So
we got the day off today, so I was out shoveling dirt. But when Derek asked, do whatever Derek says.
Hey, Marnie.
What's up, Jesus?
Marnie Gelmer in the
Marnie
house.
just joined. Marnie.
What up, y'all?
Better call Mama.
Hello, Marnie.
What's up, Marnie?
Marnie,
isn't that your call?
Yeah, that's. I mean,
No.
you got it. You got it right, Coach. What's up? How you doing?
I'm great. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. I miss you. Some of you, not all. Wheezy.
What's up?
That's my girl.
It appears Ryan has kidnapped a random child.
No, this is Lucas Phillip. 10 months old yesterday.
Oh, buddy.
Hey, Lucas.
Yeah.
Man.
He's happy.
Loves his daddy time now.
Hey, I was talking to Fred Hoiberg the other day, and he was saying, that he was much more of a creator than what his coach would let him do. And I told him I saw the Western Conference game where they had to have KG bring the ball up, so don't try to fly that by me.
Freddie didn't tell me they tried to put Freddie at point guard first, and that didn't work. And then they moved KG to point.
Hey, Blake Barrett's in the house. What's up, Blake? How's it going, man?
Dude? Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Good.
How's it going,
Blake? Who do you got? Who do you got in the draft? This the NFL draft coming up. You got a couple guys.
We got local product Tyler Johnson.
Yeah.
We got an offensive lineman from West Virginia, Colton McKivitz, a Wisconsin linebacker, Chris Orr, a Georgia linebacker, Tay Crowder, and a couple other local kids, Jackson Erdman from St. John's, and Brandon Silver's younger brother, Shane.
Hey, is Kevin Garnett joining? Oh, sorry.
Send him a note. Send him a note. Actually, that's what this is. This is an intervention to get KG and Glenn Taylor on, and then everyone can. Off Ryan, earmuffs.
No comment from Ryan Saunders on that one. All right. Understandable. Understandable.
All that. I'm out of that.
Ever since Ryan got on, people have been trying to get him in trouble. First tampering, now they want to throw him in the middle of the guard.
This is just going to be a fun thing.
Flyers, Ryan. Little flyers. Remember.
It's fun if you're not Ryan or Lester.
Lindsay, help me out here.
Yeah, just a fun thing with the league office. I didn't finish the sentence. Is what happened.
George, are you pretty much just solo, like in an apartment in Utah?
Yeah. The bachelor pad is in full effect. I wake up at noon every day, hop on the bike in like 45 minutes, stay up till 3 in the morning. Nobody tells me what to do, no responsibility. So it's not bad.
You gaming? Are you a gamer, George?
I ordered an Xbox since I'm not spending money on anything else. And I literally played it like 2 days and I was like, this is the stupidest thing ever.
I was just talking about it on my show today. I was thinking about buying an Xbox, but it's going to be one of two things. I'm either going to be where you're at and like, man, this is ridiculous. What am I doing with my time? Or I'm going to get way too into it. And then when we're all allowed to leave our houses again, I'm not going to be productive at all. One of those two things is happening if I get an Xbox.
Yeah, so I'm at the point where I'm like, this is so stupid. And then I turn on ESPN and I'm watching Devin Booker play Rui Hachimura in video games. I'm like,
by the way, if you want to float this, if Brett Favre knows how to use Zoom, I mean, float Brett Favre the Zoom invites. He wants to hang out with us.
We don't have time for one Brett Favre comment.
Want to know how to use Zoom? Maybe.
There it is. The asking yourself questions in the middle.
Hey, Brett, how you doing? Half an hour later.
It was the greatest ever, man.
His introductory Vikings press conference was 6 questions from the media and like 18 self-imposed questions by himself.
Totally.
Folks, I got to jump. See you all later. Take care.
Gotta go to radio.
Stay healthy.
Yeah, same here. I gotta eat a sandwich, guys. I'm hangry. Right. So I'm gonna bail. All right.
Thanks for coming on.
See you guys.